All natural, right? Thanks. I'm not gonna put in your responses anymore. Like, I've been alluding to it. You know that word, that alluding, that I've alluded to before? Jeez. Really, really, really sharp, really funny, really none of that. Ah, how tired do I look? Yeah, Dawson, you're absolute. It doesn't matter to me. I already said that. You could call me. I've been saying that every day anyway. I've been saying I gotta look at this piece of shit. I gotta fix that a little bit, right? I don't know, Monsieur, Monsieur, Monsieur Klein, whatever. This was fucked. See how that's all grey? What? Yeah, Dawson, I've noticed that. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't grow. It's because I had like, a terrible bike accident on, on a big road. And it's like I did a penguin over the bars and I've gone and just scraped. It's like, that ain't gonna grow. That ain't gonna grow again. I don't think. But I don't feel like. It's like you're working with. Well, you're not working at all with me, but each to their own. That's fine. Um, I don't know anything about you or your life. I know your humor. That's all I know. But boop, I got to sorry, I'm looking at my iPod. It fuck keeps going off out of power. Anyway, 3:15, I believe. Have you noticed how many times I've got the time wrong? Every time it's like, Dawson, can you just hurry the fuck up? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to explain that I don't know how to communicate with you. And just having this bullshit account to whatever it's called, Cameron Rutherfordshire. It's a good British name. Was that a pretty believable? Anyway, ever since you were Red Bull, maybe he did it by himself. I don't know. As I said, I don't know anything about your life, mate. I don't want to dig. I don't want to dig anyone's hole. I don't want to dig his hole. I don't want to dig your hole either. And yeah, I look tired as fuck. But don't worry, I'm not tired. I'm physically tired. That's how I would um but yo, I'm sitting up. Like seriously, I ain't that tired physically. But I think it's coming across as mentally tired. Dawson, I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. Mentally Okay, mentally tired, whatever. Doesn't matter. Then I got all those songs from Red Bull and Peter Gabriel. It's like I watched that like 30 times, mate. Oh, well, you know, maybe I'll say 25, but yo, or 20, but don't take anything away from yourself. And then I did that song today. I was like, please give up, 'cause we don't want you anymore. And I thought, but I didn't think anything of it. I was just doing a joke. That's all it is. But it's like I look really nervous or something. I keep procrastinating. Or, it's like, yeah, get a wriggle on, mate. It's like, well, if you were here, mate, I would, right? I think now I'm just awkward at looking at myself anyway. It's fucking annoying in a stupid phone thing. It's like, what? I'm gonna say these things to myself. Yeah, but yeah, I need some tips on that shit. It's like, well, Dawson, you could have, maybe if you did this or did that, it would be a lot more secretive, right? I don't know what you want. I don't even know if you want it to be secretive. You. You have. You're the most secretive person anyway, to some extent. Well, I would say to to a mass extent. What the fuck is that? It's so romantic, aren't I? Dude, I was gonna say we've known each other for like 5 years or whatever, 4 years. It's like we've known of each other. So you it's really weird because I did that. I tried to write to you. I tried to write you a nice long message. And then someone said, "Oh, is this for CPE?" And I still hope that was you. Just I don't know what he's talking about. I know you can play it any way you want. Um Dawson, again, get a wriggle on. It's like, yeah, ever since that Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel song, like, yo, total respect from me. Um I listened to it like 20 odd times, dude. But I don't know the best way to communicate to you anyway. I keep looking away from the screen, so I'm sorry about being rude. But yeah, I think you're adorable. I think you're hilarious. I I don't know. I don't know what sort of you want to see my arm? Yeah, exactly, right? Slender Man. Thanks. I can I can promise you that I will do um I don't want to go into details and shit. I got the dumbbells, dude. I It doesn't matter to me personally. Um But when I saw that music video by, well, Red Bull, uh, I really not stopped thinking about you anyway, within reason. It's not like I'm thinking about you all the time. Oh, that's awful. How dare you say it's like, fuck, man. I think you're so gorgeous anyway. I've already explained all this shit. And then I say something so ugly as that, right? It's like, I've already explained all this shit. It's like, dude, take your time. I have no way to communicate with you. It's not like if I could, I would be writing non-stop or something. I'm not that kind of person. Although I did think I was writing to you, and I'm still not convinced that I wasn't. I'm just saying that it's a little... I don't know. I was gonna say mean-spirited. I'm not gonna paint you so awfully as that. I don't have a great use of vocabulary and whatever, you know. I'm not very quick. I'm not very sharp. I know, you know that I'm sharp, but... And you'd know that with treatment, like puffed out again, dude. With treatment, that would claw back. They've taken so slow this year, and more, like it's been a few years. It's like, dude. So, the longer that they've taken, I had explained that on a video rather recently. I was like, yeah, all that's, I mean, I'm annoyed, but all it's really going to do is affect my recovery. But I think you can see... I'm not trying to put thoughts and words into your mouth. into your mouth. Thoughts, whatever I said the other day. Thoughts and words into you. But I got that totally wrong. So I don't really care. I'm tired of shit. Within reason. But now I'm having a really good look at myself, right? It's like, oh yeah. yeah. Oh, great. Swing it left to right, right to left. I don't know. It's awkward for me. That's all I'm saying. It's like you could get all the words out of me. I mean, I did write a lot of words into a message to someone else the other day that said I'm not CPE or something. But I don't think, yeah, whatever. I think I even said it today. Like, let's face it. I don't know if it's... Oh, yeah. It wouldn't have even uploaded because it was like 40 minutes. It's going to take another 8 hours or something. What's your ping? What's your... It's like, dude, you have no idea how hard that was for me. But I was really proud of what you were able to get me to do. Even though it wasn't quick, I know you would have been like, oh, fuck me. This is taking a long time. This guy's useless. You can keep bagging me. Do you guys even say bagging? Oh, I bagged him. I bagged him. Which is like a Aussie diss, right? It's like, yeah, I assume. Basically, I said within that letter, I was like, I was like, I know if I saw you, I would just give you the biggest hug anyway. Like, not like I'm gonna squeeze you or pop your head off or something. Bringing it back to romance, right? It's like I would just give you the most embracing hug. I've, yeah. I don't know. I feel very strongly about you. And because you play it so smarmily, I said that as well within the letter. I was like, when I wrote about being head over heels for you, I didn't write it. And when I did the video saying, oh, I'm head over heels for you, CPE and all this, and now I would very much term it as a completely smarmy, like a smug, smarmy video, right? It's just like, dude. And then I thought, and then I wrote, I can think of a few words that I would add to that. And then I was like, so I'm trying to impress you a little bit with my. I don't have a thesaurus, so I had to look these things up. I already knew a couple of them, like bravado, false courage, and stuff like that, but then I had to look up pseudo intelligence, like fake intellect or whatever. You know, it was just like, yeah. But there was one other word. Um. mm, I guess. I guess. Yeah, it's hard to remember. Dude, I'm not working with the sharpest nut. Um, I, and within this letter, I had written, I don't know your situation, your personal situation, or IEs, right? It's like, dude, I feel uncomfortable to. That's just me. I'm a sensitive soul, you know what I mean? But I just think you're so gorgeous. Like all these videos I've done, like the short where I was like, sorry, I'm sucking on hard candy, which is rude, but not quite as rude as smiling at the camera, apparently. And then I was like, every time I'm putting you down, saying, oh, Dawson, oh, Dawson, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm really hope. I really hope you've seen it, so you don't even need that explanation. But oh, Dawson, whatnot. It's the cognition, mate. That's really hard. But it's far less important talking about an old video that I did. unless this is making you terribly uncomfortable, mate, and I would 100% apologize. I'd also written into that said letter, that um mm, I'm bad at remembering. Just 'cause it's short term. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, I can tell you everything, but but I remember doing that. I'm head over heels for CPE, and you were talking about ropes and knives and stuff. And I I think with you just ignoring me in the chat, if that was enough to drive me kind of crazy, like you bring in your apparatuses and stuff like that, and you knew what you were doing clearly, and stuff like that. And I still think that, I guess you really roped me in was alright. Wasn't bad. I hope it made you laugh. And if all of this is like I'm barking up the complete wrong tree, right? It's like, hey, you bark. I think that was a good enough explanation. It's like, CPE mouth. Clearly when Ricardo or said evil, do your voice. I always said to them, she doesn't sound anything like that. That was so ridiculous. But I don't want to act like a nervous Nelly, mate, but I definitely don't. I'm not nervous. We're in our 40s, mate. It's not like it used to be, right? It's like, but if I was younger, I'd be so nervous. So, but you'd take that as your compliment, I suppose. But it's like I'm not assured to ever be able to know who I'm talking to anyway. If you're a nicer person, then you play quite often, and I'm sure you are, then I guess we would be able to speak in terms of me actually knowing who I'm speaking or typing to, right? Breathless again. Don't worry about me in terms of a lot of things. Let's face it, you never act like you're worried about anything, but if you've been the person typing to me in Ospitale, that means everything to me. And if you weren't the person typing to me in the hospital, then I don't know. It doesn't mean it doesn't mean everything to me, right? congratulations either way. I think, like, because I feel this way, I'm congratulating you. You're like, wow. I'm not so. Talk about smarmy, right? But I think you're totally gorgeous. I think you're totally gorgeous, so. But you're gonna have to let me know if this was a bad way to get across the message. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know any other ways, mate. I really don't. Fuck. My pin eyes. I hope you liked the birds today. I hope you liked the rundown of the area and the house and all of this shit. It's like I'm trying to. It's not like I'm trying to rope you in to steal one of my lines from your story, right? It's like, no. But if you listen as well as I assume you have in the past, I don't think there's any part of my story that you wouldn't know anyway, within reason. And, yeah, I don't want to waste your time, dude. What do we got? 26:55. I'm probably going to have a cup of tea. Not right now. I'm just saying, like, very soon. I'm checking out I'm checking out my own shoulder. I wasn't saying that you're checking it out. It's like, Dawson, I'm not checking out your friggin' shoulders. I wouldn't peg you with that. Well, not that you. I wouldn't peg the image of you checking out my shoulder, but I'd probably peg you with my shoulder, if you know what I mean. So funny. Fuck. Have you heard all the back cracking? It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show off now. Like, I rewatched, I think it was one of the bird thing video and stuff. I could hear it going. It's like, fucking hell. But, and I've been calling you gorgeous for a couple of weeks anyway. I already know you're gorgeous. It doesn't matter to me. Like, it does, but. I mean, no, it doesn't matter that you're gorgeous because audibly you are beautiful anyway. It doesn't matter. And that feels weird to say something like that. It's just like, dude, you know that I'm head over heels to steal a line from my smarmy rude video. I'd even alluded to that. I love saying alluded all the time. I'd alluded to, you know, I've really been on the fence of telling the truth and sort of telling a not a lie. Well, yeah, I think it started off as a lie, but then within a couple of days, I was like, life is very ironic and all of this shit. Mate, I'm sorry. That's a bag, isn't it? Oh, Dawson, what are you talking about? You've had bags before. I know. I'm just really pale, so. Well, yeah, well, it's a bag. I, um, dependent on your personal situation and Asians, I really hope we can have a friendlier. Yeah, it's friendly. It's a friendly chat. I'll give you that. I enjoyed talking on buttocks or funnel heads. And I kept calling you gorgeous anyway, so it's nothing to me. Like, so I guess you're the one that's got to act comparatively to me. I'm not going to act. I remember the very first that it wasn't that long ago. It was like a couple of weeks ago. And I was like, and I'd mentioned to you, and I'm sure you saw that letter that I wrote anyway, but I'd mentioned to you that basically I was sick of getting called an actor. It's like, yeah, that's Daushin. He talks shit all the time. He's a troll. He's a whatever. I'm thinking, what the fuck are they talking about? I'm pouring my heart out here. It's like, within reason, right? It's like, I'm not fully pouring my heart out, but you know, when you're talking about your health or your physical health and shit like that, or your dog dying and your bitch ex and stuff like that, it was, it was, ooh, it just felt rude. It felt a little rude to me. And I was getting, that's right, I'd been awake for almost 3 days. So I should have been pretty cuckoo by that point anyway, but I wasn't. And then I was like, whatever. Everybody, like, literally all of these people are calling me these things. It's like I never act. But okay. Oh yeah, I'll give you an act. And then I was like, did my I'm I'm in love with CPE or because of all of these little things. I did really well on that. You if you were to think of yourself 3 days without sleep or 2.5, I'm sure. And I didn't write anything down. I never do. I'm a I'm honest like that. But this has probably gone way too long. 33, 30, 33:41 to I don't know how much of a relief it is to me. Like, no offense, I'd probably say it's more of a relief to you, right? Bad joke. Um, and I keep looking away, which is rude, but at the same time, seeing as I don't know your personal circumstances, it's probably rude in the first place anyway. But until you can put put that to bed or put that to rest, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me because you play it so much differently than me anyway. It's like I don't deserve everything that I might feel like I deserve. In saying that, I totally feel like I deserve you, but as I said, I don't know your circumstance. I don't know all of those things. These things. It's made it very hard. Not in an evil way, in a thinking way, right? It's like, yeah. Respect to you. I think you're a very bright girl. Very bright woman. I hope you think that I hope that you think I'm a suitably bright boy. But, yeah, I think. Possibly, probably, whatever. I can hear the ocean outside. But yeah, yeah, you can tell me what you think about the lowdown on the area and well, not the area per se. You've never been to the area, right? I'm just saying the fact that it's like a holiday area where people come and whatever it's called. Um, I don't know. I almost said DoorDash, but there ain't no DoorDash here. Airbnb. Boom. I bet I did you proud there. So whatever. I just think you're gorgeous, okay? So I'm sorry. Within reason. If you don't have those uncomfortable things to worry about, then I'm not sorry. Sorry, thought that was orange or something. Like, but I think you're gorgeous. I think you're so funny, and I think all your little storytellings and all of that. You are beautiful for your talent. So if you didn't get that message, I would be surprised, but you wrote back to it so naturally that I didn't think you did. That's why I haven't written to you or written to the person. I mean, I wrote yesterday just because he was writing to me. But but I should stop this anyway. Yeah, I don't know anything about this stuff. It's like, Dawson, you're never supposed to send like a 40-minute video. I understand that if that's the case. You're still gorgeous, but what can I say? Like, there ain't nobody to say it to. I'm saying it to my own, this dipshit in my face. Peace. Yeah, it's very awkward not seeing the other person. And especially that I haven't had any reply, I haven't had nothing, so all I can say is you're totally gorgeous to me. And all you can say is, oh, Dawson, I think you're absolutely gorgeous too. Right? But I'm not evil, mate. So, no harm, no foul. I look forward to communicating somehow. It's all good. Maybe, yeah, just to make it. Can you imagine how fucking puffed out I am? Oh God, please don't. You just put me off on a track again. It's like, oh, I'm not showing off. I'm not trying to piss Red Bull off. I'm trying to crack my back. Now, I don't even know where I was, what I was. I think this is pretty remarkable that phone has been sitting straight for quite a while. That's not that bad. But basically, yeah, get through to me on a, like, oh, Dawson, this isn't the way to do it, mate. It's like, then I'd be like, yeah, well, thanks. And thanks for embarrassing me in the first place. Yeah, I think you're so gorgeous, mate. Seriously. Give me a write up, like a message or something, whatever you're gonna do. But it would be nice if you could say, hey, it's Cornelia, or whatever. But, anyway, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Oh, I bet you thought I was about to kiss the screen. Not without your face. Take it easy. Peace, and I'm sorry. Sorry for the wasting your time. Well, that's what you say. But anyway, at the same time, I'm thinking, well, wasn't you wasting my time? What I wouldn't not do. I still don't want to say that. It's like, yeah, I know. It can be a joke for life. I think it's already falling a bit flat. But anyway, peace.